If you want to know how to add supports in Tinkercad, the first thing to understand is that Tinkercad does not have an automatic support button like slicing software such as Cura or Prusa Slicer. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create simple manual supports directly inside Tinkercad, step by step, in a way that's easy to follow and safe for 3D printing. If this tutorial helps you, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more beginner-friendly 3D design tips. Let's jump right in. First, open your project in Tinkercad and take a close look at your model. What you're trying to find is any part of the design that hangs out in the air without anything underneath it. This is called an overhang or an air gap. These areas usually need support when you print the model, so the printer has something to build on instead of printing into empty space. Now, because Tinkercad doesn't generate supports automatically, you have to build them yourself. The easiest way is to use a simple shape from the Basic Shapes panel, like a box or a cylinder. For most cases, a cylinder works really well because it's clean, easy to size, and simple to remove later. Drag your chosen shape onto the workplane and position it directly under the overhang you want to support. At this stage, don't worry about making it perfect yet. The main goal is to get the support pillar close to the section of the model that needs help during printing. Next, you want to resize the support so it's thin enough to break away after printing, but still strong enough to do its job. A good starting point is about 1.5 millimeters wide. You can adjust this depending on the size of your model and your printer settings, but in most beginner projects, a thin pillar like this is a good balance between strength and removability. After that, you need to raise the support so it sits just under the model. This part is important. You do not want the support to press tightly against the bottom of your object, because if it touches too much, it can fuse to the print and become hard to remove. Instead, leave a small snap gap of about 0.1 to 0.2 millimeters between the top of the support and the underside of your model. That tiny gap makes a huge difference. It helps the support stay close enough to work during printing, but loose enough that you can remove it later with pliers, a craft knife, or by gently snapping it off by hand after the print is done. If your model has a longer overhang, you may need more than one support pillar. Just copy and paste the first pillar or duplicate it, and place the extra supports under other weak areas. For wider sections, you can also increase the thickness slightly or use multiple pillars spaced evenly apart so the load is distributed more safely. Another helpful tip is to keep your supports as simple as possible. Since these are manual supports in Tinkercad, you want them to be easy to print and easy to remove. Avoid making them too thick, too tall, or too close to detailed parts of the model unless absolutely necessary. The simpler the support, the easier your post-processing will be. Once your support pillars are in place, zoom out and inspect the model from different angles. Make sure each support is actually under the overhang and not floating too far away or intersecting too deeply into the design. If needed, use the Align tool or the arrow keys for more precise placement. When everything looks good, export your model as an STL file and send it to your slicer. Even though you added supports in Tinkercad, you should still check your print in the slicer to make sure the supports look correct and that the model will print as expected. So, to quickly recap, adding supports in Tinkercad means identifying the air gap, placing a manual support pillar with a box or cylinder, and leaving a tiny snap gap so the support can be removed easily after printing. That's the easiest way to handle overhangs when Tinkercad itself doesn't offer automatic supports. If this video helped, please hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next Tinkercad tutorial. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.